What's up, guys? Welcome to B Sports Picks. Yesterday, I came on this live. I was here for about 25 minutes. There was people asking questions. I went through pretty much the entire slate, and I gave away a bunch of plays. I basically gave you a lot of the plays that I give my VIP, and almost every single one hit. There was two of them that did not hit, but it was a 5 and 2 day. And like I said, I actually gave away almost every single one. I'm going to show you the screenshot of one of the guys that hit. He made over $1,000 yesterday. I'm going to show you the proof of that. I'm going to show you the receipts, the proof of all the winnings. And then I'm going to actually give you one of the strongest plays in baseball for today. If you haven't done so, make sure to subscribe. Also, check out the free picks, because sometimes, like even today, I was not going to be able to make a video because I'm running out of time. I got stuff to do. So if you don't want to miss out on that, make sure you get the free picks in the description. All right, so very quickly, I'm just going to show you the receipts, and then I'll get right into the play. I'm going to actually go through the slate very quickly, but I'm going to give you the strong play. I'll actually explain why it's so strong. So let me just kind of go through this very quickly. This is one of the messages that I received today. I get messages like this all the time. It says, I got about $1,000 off of it. And he was like thanking me for the plays from yesterday. So I appreciate you guys that are here. This is the Yankees. I explained this one. You can see that hit. Diamondbacks, that hit. Went with the Phillies. That one hit. I also went with the under that I shared. And then there was another under, no run first inning, that did not hit. And then this one was one of the best ones, is the plus 1.5 for the Astros. This did not look good at all, but because of the research that we do, it looked decent on my end. So plus 1.5, they ended up winning the game straight up. So again, it was a 5 and 2 day overall. Nice green day for me. Again, if you haven't done so, make sure to subscribe and check out the free picks. Make sure you take care of this. They're free. You'll get the message whenever I post the free picks. All right, so let's get right into it. The first thing that I look at every night is actually under line move. This is the Sharp Edge tool. You get it 7 days for free with the Discord. Go to the link in the description. So basically, this line move tool, you can see there's a new section over here that says early lines. There's a little link here now that says early lines. You can also access this through the baseball. But once we get into early lines, this thing is called Sharp Line Monitor. So the thing that this is doing, I'm not going to explain exactly how it works, but you could just see the green right here. So for example, the Tigers, the opening line was 127. It's currently 129. The White Sox, it went from 116 to 156. So that's a 40-point or a 40-cent line juice move. And the crazy part is that we saw this since last night, and it's been moving ever since. So we were able to get amazing value. We got it right around like 125 early this morning. And it was only because of this tool that's tracking this line movement as every hour. Now that we know that the White Sox is very strong, we're going to come to the dashboard. We're going to go to baseball, and then we're going to go through here, and we're going to look for the White Sox. So you can see the projected score right here is 4.5 versus 3.5. So the White Sox is supposed to win by 1 run just on the projections alone. We're going to go into this. They're playing in Chicago. Today is mostly sunny, 70 degrees, 16-mile-per-hour wind. One crazy note about this is that it is kind of windy, and it's by the lake. I live in Chicago, so I know this stuff. The ball actually travels out further, especially when it's this windy. So it's a home run friendly game because they're in Chicago and it's windy. And then right here, Chicago White Sox again started 115. It's currently 140. 76% of the bets, 75% of the money is coming in on the White Sox. 59% chance they're going to win this game. In the last 11 games at home, they're one of the best teams at home. They're 9 and 2, 81%. Now, one of the things that actually stood out was since last night is the pitcher. They had this other pitcher in there, and the White Sox did not look that good, but the line was moving. So I was just paying attention. I didn't place my bet. And then when I woke up this morning, I got the alert that they had changed the starting pitcher. So it went to Davis Martin. You can see he's got an amazing record right here, 5-0. And then he's got a 2.08 ERA, 4 strikeouts per game. And then average hit on the other side is a 242, which is very low, meaning that the bats against him don't get on base. Now, the grade level is A grade for the pitching staff. The only little thing here, they're very close on the bullpen. It's nothing dramatic, but the bullpen is pretty close to each other. Now I'm not going to go through every single one of these details, but you can just see on the White Sox side, it's all green. They score about 6 runs compared to 4 runs per game. In the last 7 games, they're number 12 on OPS versus 18. And then everything is green over here on the pitching side as well for the White Sox. And then the other thing is too is that on the pitching analysis, it's everything is green pretty much on the right side, which is White Sox. And then right here is telling you this is the only thing that stands out to me that I do not like out of this entire game, is that it says that the White Sox should be batting in the 9th, and it says yes. So it does say that it's leaning very slightly, saying that the White Sox should be losing the game in the 9th inning. Now, this doesn't mean that they're going to be losing the game, or I'm sorry, it doesn't mean that they're going to lose the game. It just means that they're very heavy favor or decent favorite that they will be batting. So anyways, you can see the odds over here. They're both projected to go under 7.5 hits. And then just in general, the White Sox lead 10 out of 11 categories for overall picture for all the stats. You can just see all the green on the right side. Now, if you didn't know anything about baseball, if you just clicked on the White Sox or any of these games, and it just literally shows you the black and the green. And anything that's in the green is favorite. Anything that's in the black is not favorite. So what I showed you there, it's pretty much all the White Sox stuff is green, and the black stuff is the Twins. So basically, like I said, if you don't know anything about baseball and you had access to this tool, which is free for 7 days, plus you get the Discord, all the stuff would show you very clearly that the White Sox is favorite to win this game. If you don't want to deal with looking through every one of these analyses that we've created, go to where it says VIP. The link is in the description, and you get 50% off for the 1 week pass. And you're going to type in on the code, you're going to type in Beast Week, and you're going to get 50% off for 1 week. Also, make sure to subscribe and go to the free picks inside the link in the description. Thank you guys so much, man. We're about to hit 5,000 subscribers. We're getting very close. Please make sure to take a second and click on subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Let's have an amazing day.